Victoria's pandemic declaration is set to finally end on Wednesday, bringing an end to all isolation and testing requirements for COVID-19. Premier Daniel Andrews has today announced via statement that his government is making the sensible changes to COVID-19 requirements to align with decisions agreed to by all states and territories at National Cabinet last Friday. The state government's pandemic declaration will end from 11:59 p.m. on Wednesday, October 12, meaning Victorians will no longer be required to isolate after testing positive to COVID-19. Read more. Flooding across Melbourne amid severe thunderstorm warning. This new framework will give people the choice to do what is right for them and their community following the unanimous decision taken at National Cabinet, Andrews said. The government is instead strongly recommending that people who test positive to the virus isolate. Similarly, close contacts of a positive case who test negative on a rapid antigen test will not be required to wear a mask indoors, but will be strongly advised to. The government has said financial support will still be available for eligible healthcare workers, including in Aboriginal, hospital, aged care and disability care work, who isolate if they test positive to COVID-19, protecting their patients. However, COVID-19 vaccination mandates are not going with the pandemic declaration. Read more. New details of killer in Thailand childcare center massacre. The Premier has also said the Department of Health will put in place secretary directions to routine vaccination requirements in health service settings. We're making sure there are still requirements in place to protect our dedicated healthcare workers and vulnerable Victorians in high-risk settings like aged care, disability settings and hospitals, Andrews said. The same directions are already used each year to require healthcare staff to be vaccinated against the flu. They will allow for vaccination requirements in public, denominational and private hospitals, as well as public sector aged care facilities, day procedure centers and throughout ambulance service. Read more. Man alive when put in body bag. Doctor claims the government has also reminded that powers also exist under ONS laws and departmental secretary directions that allow employers to decide which measures are most appropriate to keep their workplaces protected against COVID-19. While the national mandatory COVID-19 isolation requirements will end on October 14, the Victorian government has advised its requirements are ending slightly earlier to prevent it having to extend the pandemic framework by 24 hours. The framework was already due to end on October 12.